What up, Henry? How you doing, my brother? Welcome, welcome, man. I got caught up just now, dude. And actually, I'm gonna be very, very, very honest. I couldn't find my phone, my streaming phone. It is what it is, though, man. What you gonna do, man? It's just one of them days. It's a long day. It's actually been a pretty long week too. Just got a lot of stuff that's been going on. Nothing terrible. It's just work. You know what I'm saying? So. What's up, Manny? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so today, really, I just came. What's up, Kobe? What's up again, Henry? Yeah, man, I hope you guys are all doing well, man. Literally here, real quick, with this hella hard bagel right here. Hey, man, Kobe, hope all is well with you, man. Hope to catch up with you very soon, brother. What's up, El Jimmy? Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one because I gotta prep. Not one of my finest things. What's up, Angel? How you doing, my brother? I gotta talk to a staff later on, and that's never, ever the funnest part of my job is when I have to talk to staff for various reasons, you know. But it's what it is, you know. What you gonna do? Well, more than anything, we're just really just prepping up to be for the week. You know, get Squishy's Squishy is getting ready to take off in a little bit, and we gotta make sure we're getting all her stuff together. The weather is gonna be kind of all over the place, it looks like, and this is actually a chocolate bagel, man. Damn, this thing is bomb. We want to make sure that she's prepared. She's ready to go. We did book Rezzies for Disney yesterday, but then we canceled it because I forgot the girl has kickboxing, and we still got to finish getting some stuff for her trip. Saturday, more along the line, same thing. So who knows, man? Who knows? But we're all prepping it. We actually hooked her up yesterday. You know, I'm really proud of the damn booger. You know, to say it very least. That she's gonna be a big girl. She's gonna get her travel on. So we finally hooked her up with the brand new phone. And with the exception, I said if she someone bring pocket sip. Yo, JJQ, how you doing? So she got her brand new phone. And actually Verizon, if you upgrade your phone with Verizon, you got actually a pretty good deal. So they actually gave me like $800, and in all intents, I'm gonna head back to Verizon today to go drop it off. But the phone, for it being an iPhone 12 Pro, is actually in pretty good condition as far as the screen isn't broken, the back isn't broken, but then only Squishy. I don't know if you're able to see this. She managed to somehow break a camera and just completely annihilated that camera. I mean, the other ones are like perfect, but just that particular camera is just shot to hell. And how she did it, I don't know. She is pretty rough with her phone, so I don't even know, man. I don't even know. So we hooked her up. She got a new iPhone 15. So that should cover her for the next 5 years, I hope. And that's it. Like, even I don't plan on getting a new phone anytime soon. Don't get me wrong. What's up, Randy? Long time no see, my brother. How are you? I love iPhones. You know me. I absolutely 100% love my iPhones. But pretty much, I don't know what iPhones could possibly do that's going to make me wow me from me wanting to upgrade from my 15 to a 16. Seeing some of the specs, iPhones don't really change much. It don't really go from doing this cutting edge stuff. To me, this action button that came with the new phone is kind of whack. I still use it for my silent button anyway. I haven't found someone that's wowed me for what they could use that button for. So, I really do like this phone. And in all honesty, I think the iPhone 14, I feel like the camera quality is a lot better on the 14. And I gave that one to Amy. So, I do on occasion grab her phone and record with her. Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe it is what it is. It do what it do. Who knows? I've lost my phone, drove off in the truck and it fell on the highway and still my camera's been okay. See? I'm telling you, I've thrown my phone in the bag. I've thrown it in suitcases. I've thrown it in a bunch of different things. And somehow, mine has always stayed intact. So, how Squish has kept that phone fully immaculate, for one, is beyond me. But for two, it is fully immaculate. And that one camera just straight busted the hell. So, how she managed to do that is just anybody's guess at that point. Who knows? Oh, okay. I know I never broke my phone because I have a case where it's a hard case and lands on the screen. I was folding the case. See? So I'm very careful with my phone. Like, my phone is in the Apple phone case, where this whole part isn't even protected. Why it isn't, I have no idea. But in all honesty, like, this is the only case. I love this case. And it's just Apple. Something about it's like plasticky, but it's soft. And that's the only case I pretty much use. Or I have a Spigen one that looks like a see-through type of one too, and I like that one too. But I'm usually, knock on wood, pretty careful with my phone, so I don't necessarily have to worry. It was probably Milo that busted the camera. Probably, man. Milo's probably chewing on it. But, Bacon, have you had any unexpected visits to your office windows lately? You know what, Randy? Thank God. No. And for those of you guys who haven't heard before, they officially say you're not a staff here at the center unless you see Weenie. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Weenie. People come out to this window and decide to relieve themselves right out this window, and I'm like, oh, really? So I've seen my fair share of Weenie, and I didn't even have to go to county. So, but knock on wood, that has not happened. But I have seen them because they come in, they straggle in, they come in, and then they end up asking to use the restroom, and we tell them, hey, you know what, we can't. Like, they can't. You got to be a member to come in, man. And then they get pissed off and they go walk right outside the door and they just let it hang and let it go. And it's just a long stream. So I can't say that they're lying. They're not liars because they really did have to go to the restroom. Especially when you see the fucking Nile River that they pissed right outside our door. So, I mean, yeah. So have I seen it outside my window? No. But have I seen it on the cameras? Yes. And I'm like, man. And then sometimes they do the other thing that's not creating the Nile River, but it's like they build a Mount Everest, if you know what I mean. And I was like, that's superhuman, man. Mad respect to y'all. I don't know how that came out of you, if you know what I'm talking about. That cute little emoji that looks like frozen yogurt that's brown. Yeah. I'm like, that's superhero. That's legendary. How the hell y'all managed to do that? I don't know. But you have me mind blown. I'm like, psh, because that shit came from you. Pun intended. I got the Red Bubbles case. They sell a Red Bubbles site. It's well worth it. See, I got Squish an Otter box. No, I got her the Zag, the Invisishield. And it seemed pretty thick, but only time will tell. Again, she managed to bust out her her camera, so who knows what that child does. You can customize it with things you like. That's awesome. That's super dope. It's all that beer. I don't even think it's beer. It's alky. It's everything else unknown to man, but unto them. Oh, crap. But crazy thing, we went out to dinner. I had a hell of late last night. I know, Shady Lady. I know. Sorry, you. Sorry, but I had a crazy late night last night. We came out to dinner for a work function, so we were here. Like I said, work is good. I am a little bit tired. I'm not even gonna try to front with y'all about this, and some of it is just psychological too. I think it's mental fatigue, and not because of anything bad. It's just that me, and I know Amy's feeling the same way. We're nervous. We're nervous that our little one is going on her first trip, her first big girl trip. We're nervous. We don't know how we're gonna feel. And let's see. PTA probably busy, but here don't talk about me. I'm busy. Oh man. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Maria. Thank you so much for being in here. It could be anyway. Like we don't know how to feel about it. So we'll see how it feels like when we drop her off at the airport. Well, other than that, work has been busy. Work's good. But yesterday we did sit at our table, and we were just having a crazy conversation. We were just thinking about how things used to be, and not just really thinking it's gonna come. You never know. We have an event that's actually happening, so you can actually. There's a performance that's going to be happening over here. So let me go ahead. Oh, y'all. So every time we have an event that's about to, we come up with the fun can essentially begin. Essentially, let me go ahead and put this here. They're making a Lechona dance. Well, it's funny you bring up the dance, Angel. It's actually very funny you bring that one up. So. Yesterday we were talking about, at dinner, we were talking about some of the craziest trips that we've done. And we think about right now we consider it a best trip. Like right now, like this trip is cool. But we think about trips that at the time doesn't seem like they were cool. And I'll explain what I actually mean by that. So what I necessarily mean is that, like, you look back, you think about the trips, and you're like, okay, that was a damn god-awful trip. That trip sucked. And that trip sucked pretty bad. And I don't know why my phone thing, through the cables, restricting it. You think about it, you're like, that trip was just damn awful. It was an awful trip. Can't hate it. Can't stand it. And then you think about it now and they're like, you know what? For all intents and purposes, that trip was actually pretty fresh. Have you guys had any trips like that, or is that like just a bacon thing? And I'll speak as to what we're talking about. So yesterday specifically, we started talking about a Vegas trip that we had, and I think I was about. I don't think I was even old enough to drink, so it was probably about 18. Probably about 18, probably be 19, maybe somewhere around there. I would say it's probably about 18. So we drove out to Vegas, and does anybody know what the car is that we drove about? I think I may have mentioned it. Does anybody want to take a guess as to what the first car? At this time, I had another car, but the car of choice. Does anybody remember which one that was? I'll give you a second. So the car of choice was a 96 Burgundy Dodge Caravan. So a 96 Dodge Caravan that was burgundy. And this would be the family trip car. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be in a promo for older Americans meeting.
Oh.
This is for half an hour, 1:30.
Yeah, bye. So, younger version of Park and Sip, that's right. So we piled into this van. And this is how it goes. The van, no, my truck was a 2010 Toyota Tacoma. Oh God, rest in peace truck. I love that truck so much. But it was, here, picture it. Me as the driver, my cousin D in the second. Hey, what's up, Jackie and baby? How are you? Oh, what's up, Scarlett? If you're watching me right now, bite your mom. So it was me and D in the front. It was my mom and my dad in the next seat, and the seat behind that, it was my uncle and my mom's cousin. So we piled this boy down deep, and we drove on down to Vegas. We're like, all right, cool. My uncle, I think at the time, was dating this lady, or trying to date her. I can't even confirm or deny. And we went and we stayed. It was a little bit on the outskirts of Vegas. And we stayed at this lady's house that my uncle was trying to date. And then we pull up, and we're like, where are we at? Her house, this lady was stacked. She had more chip than Lay's. You know what I'm saying? And we went in, we saw this place, we went through her house, and we were just in shock of how her house looked. It was just one of the most immaculate places I've ever been. It's Uncle Bacon. It's Uncle Grease. Oh. And then we look, go in her backyard. Her backyard overlooks a golf course. And it was just, I mean, just imagine that. All glass walls with the overlook of a golf course. And then she had a pool table in her living room, or whatever room that was. And then each one of the balls was custom made cue balls and all of that. I was like, what the heck? What's up, DJ? How you doing? Welcome on in. And we're like, dude, that's just to have a pool table in general is just gnarly, but to have all the balls on it customized, we were already mind blown. So we sit. One of the first people that I've seen had an outdoor patio, the one that I told you overlooked the golf course, and she had fans and AC that was outside, plus all-weather TVs outside. And at that time, so this was, if I was 18, this was like in maybe 2002, 2001, 2002. And at the time, that was unheard of. You are not about to catch anybody having outdoor TVs, except if you went to the bars. But this was an industrial. So she had two remote controls. And I was like, looking at the two. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, Arlene, which one do you have? Like, do you have cable or do you have satellite? She goes, oh, let me tell you. I didn't know which one was better, satellite or cable. So I got the premium package for both of them. So she was paying the top tier DirecTV and whatever the cable thing. Now, if you remember, Squishy's a hilarious one. But if you remember back then, DirecTV, you would have to pick different packages for different satellites. So if you wanted nothing but like Spanish channels, and then I think the name of it was like Para la Toros, I think it was. Like it was that, and that got all the... I was 10 at that time. Shut your mouth, Angel. Freaking just lost your last baby tooth. So we were like, oh, so she had both things, multiple satellites just to get the top tier. So I was like, okay, well, that's cool. So then she goes, but then she threw a little bit of shade, which I took it as throwing shade. Because, man, EJ, how are you, man? Finally got you in here to a live, my guy. How are you, my brother? Hey, guys, if you guys, again, needless to say, I don't need to say it all the time, but if you guys are there, you guys make sure, please support all my friends. Henry's in the house, man, and he does a lot of Fortniting and stuff, so check out Henry. Check out EJ. check out Angel. Check out Maria while Maria's busy doing her work. Yeah, check out all my homies, man. Make sure you guys support each other, show that love. So she threw a little bit of shade at me. You know what I'm saying? She was like, she goes, I would show you the golf carts, but your minivan is blocking it. Don't be talking about my maroon minivan, girl. You got two against the head. Well, that was my first thoughts. All right, first thoughts. Kind of a foreshadow for what was to come. So as the trip goes along, D and I are as dumb as D and I could be at 18. I think he was about maybe, he would have been like 20 at the time. Oh yeah, see? I would love to direct a lot of channels. And she had multiple channels. She had thousands of channels. It was a trip. So we were telling the story yesterday at dinner how I guess D and his girlfriend and I don't know if his son went, but either way, because of Ketchup, they all went out to Vegas. And then they detoured because they went to the Hoover Dam, and they stopped at a supermarket. And that same supermarket that we went to, oh, thank you for allowing us to be part of it. Oh, no, thank you, man. Thank you for being a part of my family. And, you know, thank you for letting us into yours as well, you know. So I remember being in this, we stopped at the supermarket, and there was nothing really much we needed. And it literally was because, oh, that's what I forgot to mention. In the car, too, was another girl that was in there. Her name was Vanessa. So she was in the car, too. So it was a packed house, man. Packed house in this minivan, you know. So we end up stopping there. We didn't need to stop, but they were insisting on stopping. So D and I decided, you know what would be a good idea? Let's just stand out here and hustle for cash. And I took, oh, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Might need some help with a deranged man in here.
Oh, okay.
Not really sure. He says Baker Street everywhere.
Okay, let me. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I may need to take this outside, and I'll kind of show you that we do have someone at the front.
You're just talking to the wall.
Okay, may have a situation right now.
I should have introduced you to him. I introduced you had your door closed, and
Oh.
John had his door closed, and I was like, well, I'll at least introduce. He's one of our elders, and he's actually our one of the key guys for the building
Oh,
search
okay.
thing.
Oh, sweet.
So I should have introduced you. To
That's
him.
all good.
We were talking about actually the offices here and like what could work.
Oh yeah, that was easy.
I was thinking I may actually don't say anything
No,
to
obviously.
anyone, but I may talk to Charmaine and be like, hey, would you be willing to share your office?
She should be silly not to.
And then there's all these other conversations about like we'd have to get creative, but like our youth group like used to meet once a week on a night or something. Like
We
there's
have the
different
rooms.
things
We have the
that-
rooms at the group
in
too.
the evenings,
Yeah.
right? Just not during the day.
Depends on what day.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But
we have to figure it all out, but it's something that I think would fit better than another building.
yeah. But I mean, and then you guys already know this area too. So yeah. So all right. To be continued.
I should have been.
There's next time.
There'll be more time.
Oh, for sure. Is he gone?
He's gone.
Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we did have a dude who came in and he was rambling. So, realistically, actually was about to get ready to take y'all with me. So you guys can kind of get an idea of what happens. So now I'm just looking at the cameras to make sure he's not around. Okay. Sorry about that. What's up, our Jurassic Chaos is in the house. Why is this thing moving around on its own? Anyways. Alright. So now, back to the story. So, we stop at the supermarket. We're hanging out, and we said, let's just make some cash. Let's make some Vegas cash, even though none of us could gamble because we wasn't 21. And, it was about to, because you guys would have heard, I may have put you, so in any situation, if I do end up taking y'all with me, you may be in my pocket, but you could hear everything that's happening. So, and if it does get out of control, I'll probably just have to end the stream with the quickness. But obviously, you guys know if I dip, it's going to have to be for something pretty serious too. But I told you guys, someone jinxed it. Who was it? JJQ? That said, waiting for something to happen. Well, it was about to go down. But, alright, but they left, so not much really needed on my end for that. So now D and I go in front of the supermarket now. If you're just joining in, we're actually talking about our worst trips that you now look back and laugh at. So if any of you guys have any of those worst trips, drop them in the chat, man. Let's talk about them. You know, and I'll probably only be here for about another half an hour or so, if that. I gotta do some work stuff, but anyways. So regardless, we go in. So D and I we're like, make this cash. So we took our hat and we put it in the middle of the street or in front of the supermarket. Literally just put it down like this, right? And then D was doing something, probably the dumbest beatboxing I've ever heard, made probably no sense whatsoever. And then I sat and I did just a stupid dance. Like, I can't even see it. Like, here, I'll even try to do it like my foot. So my foot was legitimately I was just kicking my feet. Believe me, it was dumb. Like, and I clearly remember doing it right now too, as I'm talking. It was dumb. And then I think my hands are just like. And some lady came up to me, and I honestly want to say the lady was like, "Oh, pobrecitos," like, she gave us money to stop. That's probably how freaking bad we probably looked. But she legitimately, he actually ran to go. I guess he's in a meeting right now too. But it was the most god awful just thinking about it. Like, I don't know, I don't know if anybody watches South Park, but let me see if I can pull up. It was kind of like this, because when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, that looks familiar. Let me see if this. Let's see. Here we go. So no, I appreciate that so. Hell no, that thing was god awful. But it was kind of like this. So we used to actually refer to it as the Kalo Wiggle, and the Kalo Wiggle was what that wiggle was. And I know, I'm sorry if I missed. Let me see if I can bring up the chat. It's hard to keep up with the chat on the phone. It was bad. There's really no other way than to say it was pretty god awful. Let's see here. If I missed anybody, oh, y'all got my back. Appreciate that. Thank you. We should Vegas gondola ride. Oh, okay, cool. I can't wait to see the gondola ride. Yeah, thank you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. Feed the kiddos, get ready for class. All good. And if I missed anything, I do apologize. I'm so sorry. But South Park is dope. So that's legitimately what my dancing probably looked like, and it was pretty awful. So we end up getting like, I think like it was like $10 this lady gave us to stop doing it, and we're like, you know what? All right, whatever. So then we did. So on the way out now off this trip, we go up to the Hoover Dam. So in the Hoover Dam, we do our thing. We enjoy it. It's cool. If you've never seen the Hoover Dam, it's super solid. Like, I enjoy it. Let's see. Us painters never show our techniques, just finished product. People could duplicate how you do stuff. Amen to that. That's true. Sometimes you just got to keep that stuff, patented. Although when I do those patent sips, you guys see how the finished product comes out, and it ain't all that good. So I could show you my technique all the time. That's probably just the best example of a bad example of how to actually do them, So we end up going into this car where we go, oh my god. We end up in Hoover Dam. We're getting ready to bounce from Hoover Dam, and then I ended up seeing let me close my door because I have a feeling someone's going to come and get me right now. So we stay out. Just show us short clips. Easy peasy. So we go And I'm sitting here, I get back in the car, we're getting ready to dip out. And as we get ready to dip out, the number one painter in Dina, you already know. Probably the worst one. So we go into the car. In the car, I'm getting ready. I think I'm looking up how to get back to where we need to get to. And then I just hear the lady, ow, 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 ow. And then my mom's yelling at me. My mom's like, Peter, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, what the hell? What am I doing? Like, I'm confused. What the hell am I doing? Well, the lady put her hand, I guess, on, like, the minivan door. The door was open. She put her hand on, I think, like, the door handle or the door. Anyway, she had her hand in the dumb position. What's up, Hortensia? How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you. I think I got my Twitch thing figured out. So now I just got to get on to adding Twitch so I could party with you. But we, my mom's yelling at me. I'm like, the hell are you yelling? So her hand, so here, let me see if I give you a visual. Her hand was something like this on the door handle, right? And D ends up taking the door and closing the door. And because it's not closing, he keeps banging her hand. And Mensa, instead of her moving her hand, she's still sitting here. Oh yeah, it's story time. We're talking about our worst vacations ever. So if you have any of those stories, please go ahead and share your worst travel stories. So as she has, oh, it's all good. You are all good. D, thank you so much. Have an awesome day. And I will let you know when I'm done watching the replay, because it already had me cracking up. So, JJQ, tell Angel. I've been telling Angel so much. Angel won't even listen to me. He said he's going to get one when I could finally grow a beard as good as his, which is probably never. So, yeah. So, she had her hand on the door thing. D keeps banging it, banging it, banging it, and banging it. And it, instead of doing whatever she did, she ended up moving her hand. And then someone ends up closing the door. I don't know if it was D. He ends up closing the door. I'm not driving. I'm back. All right. Cool deal. She puts her hand there, and they take the rolling door and slams the door on her arm. And she's like, ah, ah, ah. And instead of my mom telling anybody anything, my mom's yelling at me. I got in trouble for D's stupidity. So my thing is, D, what are you doing, bro, where you don't know a hand is blocking that door? But nah, he was insisting the door's about to close. Boom, boom, boom. And this lady's hand was straight, like purple and blue and all sorts of random colors of the rainbow, man. It was like all the colors of the rainbow in her skin. I was like, damn, dude, that's some craziness. So that was the first thing I got in trouble for when we went over there. And this all, mind you, I want y'all to keep this in visual, right? I'm already irritated now because I got yelled at because of what my mom yelling at me because of what D did, all right? Then, even before that, we went to a buffet, and my mom would buy me her fair share of cargo shorts. And maybe I mentioned this in the past, maybe I haven't. But my mom used to love me wearing the cargo pants because when we would go to buffet, she would take the fried chicken and literally wrap the fried chicken up in this and stick it in my cargo pants. And I was like, wait. And I would leave the buffet with fried chicken. Now, I don't know, last time you guys have checked, regular napkins do not hold the grease of fried chicken very well. So you could imagine what your boy smell like on a daily basis, you know. Bet, start putting onions to grow a beard. Once you have a beard like Jimmy, I'll make an IG. That's a whole bad, lots of smells, my boy. Just, ugh. I don't know. Maybe that's how Jimmy got it too. I don't know, man. You don't be quiet. You don't quite have the most angelic face. I would blame blame everything on me, right? Oh man. Yeah. Took leftovers, put the damn onions in my pocket and said, yeah, we're about, you know. So not only this now, so hey, what's up, Justin? You'll be at Universal March 23rd. I'll be Disneyland birthday March 29th. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. I don't know. Maybe we see her on the 23rd. Squish is getting ready to go through. Getting ready to get up out of town. So we have some packing we need to do. But hey, maybe we make a visit, make a pit stop over to Universal. Yeah, I could see doing that. Like I could see bread. I could see some pastries. I could see croissants. But chicken? Yeah, I smell like chicken. I'm getting yelled at. So whatever. The lady's fine. We have Bacon had that Thug Life chicken growing up. You already know, player. That's it, man. And God almighty, man. The only thing that had extra flavor after that was just my cargo shorts, man. Because my cargo shorts, I just smell like damn chicken all day. And it didn't matter what I did. It just smelled like damn chicken after the fact, you know. So from that, we're driving. And then this lady's back here. She's sitting in the middle, and then she was sitting next to my mom's cousin. My mom's cousin decides to look over and point at something, and she straight backhands the shit out of this poor lady. Again, this is the lady we're staying with at the mansion. She goes, and literally I was just like, I just heard, and I'm like driving, and you know when you drive you kind of look at the rear view, like you're just kind of driving, make sure, I do it to make sure no cops are behind me. And I literally could hear that as clear as day. She's like, oh, hey. The lady was like, oh. Oh. I'm like, great. So D done broke her damn arm. My mom's cousin just smacked the shit out of her. So now anytime we see you with cargo pants, we know what you be packing. That's right. 2 legs and a thigh. In my shorts, you already know. So if you see me leaving Plaza Inn at Disney with cargo shorts, you already know I got the 2 legs and the thigh in that boy. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. So then she ended up getting backhanded. She ended up getting her arm busted. She, you know. So I was like, alright. So as the trip, you know, moseys along, at the time, again, I was 18 years old. We finally get a chance to separate. So I think it was D and myself. And this is where the chicken comes into play. I wouldn't even tell you about this if it didn't have some type of substance or something. So we really go up, walking around on our own. And I'm like, hey, see this girl. And, you know, back in the days, you know, I would talk. You know, I ain't the best looking cat. You know, I ain't the best looking cat in the game. You know, I'm not even really good looking in the game. But, you know, my swagger was on point. You know, I was, you know, had some ways with words. So I go up to the chickadees and I said, that big cry is novella worthy. Oh! 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 So you look at it, I go up to this girl and I'm like, hey, what's good with you? You know, I'm from LA. You know, where you from? And, you know, she's chatting me up. And we're chatting each other up. I'm like, hey, so how long are you in town for? And she legitimately looks and she's like, and I'm, oh, you know, whatever, I'm from Texas. I'm like, oh, that's fresh. Like, that's cool. Like, you flew in, you drove. Oh, family flew in. You know, we're here for about a week or so. I'm like, that's what's, I'm like, the hell? Like, what's, you know, what's going on? And then, like, so I'm just sitting here and I'm like, so that's cool. What you about to do? You know, we about to do this. We about to do this. I don't know if you want to tag along. Maybe we could see some stuff together, you know. And she's like, I just can't stop smelling chicken. All right, well, it was great meeting you. You know, here's my number. Let's link up a little bit later on. And that's it. There was my shot, man. I feel like Amy needs to be here to vouch for this swag. Well, Amy and I met because Amy and I was talking mad smack to each other. And I think just the hatred of each other drew us together. And we still fight like that from time to time because I feel like it's where our roots are, you know. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't do that in LA County, man. I only do that in Vegas. That's only good for Vegas, you know. But I was like, what the hell? This girl really straight smelt the chicken off of me, man. And at that point, when she hit me with that, my ego was bruised. It took a Mike Tyson punch in the face. And I was like, man, that's... all right, whatever. I don't even want to continue this conversation because she could smell the chicken on me. That's it. She never called me again. I think she figured the chicken smell went away when I went away. And that was a wrap. I mean, what you gonna do? So now we continue on with our journey. we have this girl Vanessa that's in the car, and we go to a supermarket. I'll be listening in the background. Just got to paint. All right, I got to paint. All right, JJQ, thank you so much for listening into my stupidity. I appreciate that. And I was like, dude, we go to a supermarket. I went to go pick up my favorite soda, Faygo, which we could buy in Vegas at the time. So I went to go pick it up, and my phone rings. I'm like, hello? He's like, put Vanessa on the phone. I'm like, what do you mean? What the hell is this? Jay, hope you're sorry to mess with all the funny stuff. I know, man. Just laugh at my misfortunes. And go put Vanessa on the phone. I'm like, what the hell? Who are you talking to, homeboy? You heard what he said. Put her on the phone. I'm like, all right. Just hung up. And so I went, made my order, did all of this. I'm like, all right, straight. And then phone calls again. And he goes, motherfucker, did I tell you, put Vanessa on the phone? I was like, bro, you got a twisted, player. And I just hung up again. Right? So, we're packing up the car. He calls again. He's like, mama, I ain't gonna tell you one more time. Put Vanessa on the mother phone. And I said, listen, homie, this ain't Vanessa's phone. And I get in trouble for like fourth or fifth or sixth time, whichever one it is. And I'm like, what the hell? My mom's like, give her the phone. It's for her. I go, the phone is mine. It's mine. And he goes, yeah, but she's getting a call. So don't be rude. Give her the phone. And I legitimately just was like, oh, man. So someone punking me on my own phone line that I end up having to give my phone away anyway. So yeah. And that just pretty much just concluded the rest of that trip. I pretty much just went back in silence on there. But you think about it, and you think about just at the time, I drove back out to Pasadena area after that trip. And I'm like, you know what? I hated that trip. It sucked. Every part of it. You know, we beat up this poor old lady. I didn't. The rest of my family did. I got in trouble. I smell like fried chicken. And note to self, you should never wear khaki colored fried chicken or khaki colored cargo pants and put fried chicken in it. But guess what? Yeah, the grease goes right through khaki color. So it looked like I peed myself in certain sections. So, you know, there's that. If you take a drink, make sure to swallow before painting, because all of a sudden liquid of art, you know. Yeah, and the CDJ knows that feeling, you know. You will see a slap on that painting. You know, so it's kind of a trip, man. You know, it's just, you think about it, and we had a good time. And we had a good time talking about it last night, because we didn't really talk about that story in a hot minute. So I was actually really happy to actually share that story with you. I mean, for better or for worse, you know, whether you guys got some type of comedic relief from it. But I was like, you know, it was crazy. And we had so many memories, man, in that minivan. Yeah, we should have, from that point forward, I told my mom, I am not stealing any more buffet food from you unless it's black pants. But even at that shit's gonna have to stop. I'm not gonna be walking around with chicken in my pocket for the rest of my life. You feel me? So, I mean, you look back at them, man, these are those memories, you know? And I think back of the minivan. And I'm sure you guys have seen it, and I'm sure Google probably has a picture of it too. The minivans back then, man, like, that was just, I think, the token car. That had to be, let me see, it's 96 Dodge Caravan Maroon. Let me see. It wasn't that one. It was, let me see. Let me see if I can find a good picture. No. Because this one was we had one of more of like the boxy looking ones. And that was like the traditional, here we go, but it ain't maroon. Here we go. It was like that. So imagine your boy driving around with something like that. And at that point, I don't think it's exactly like the boxy, like the boxy ones, but Let me see if it has the interior, if there's a full interior shot. We had pretty much like bucket seats, so yeah. Either ways, I mean, the inside kind of looks like dead on with that too. But yeah, it was like a boxy ones. Yeah, absolutely. They always watching like a hawk, and every time we go to the Chinese buffet, they do. DJ had a trim already. Sweet. And it was just crazy in in many ways, dude. Because we think about it, and I think about this van, and as you could see, the van had its own unique look to it. And it was one of those vans that we ended up putting a sound system in it. So I had two 12-inch MTX subs in the back. And I believe it was a Sony faceplate that was over there. And it was like, because it had no trunk, two 12-inch subs in that just completely just banged. And it was a boom, boom, boom. So you could hear that minivan just literally with the bumps, And then I think those vans already came pretty much limo tinted already. Hey yo, Tiny Love, what's good with you? Everyone hates the Chinese buffet. Everyone hates it, but it's one of those love hates, man, because you hate how they treat you when you go in there, but at the same time their food is freaking delicious, man. That reminds me of my uncle's van. Yeah, you see, and when we gave up that car, man, that was an emotional time, man. It was you never cry over sentimental, you never cry over materialistic things, but damn, dude, when you have a sound system in a thing, and a lot of your, I learned to drive off of that minivan. I took my car test in that minivan. You keep dropping chips on myself. It's all good. I had bagel all over me earlier on too. Angel, you bring an army, you can blend in. True. But you could blend right on in. But it's crazy, So I did a lot of my stuff. A lot of my fun came within that minivan as well. And it was cool. And then the other one, oh man. I thought we was cooler than shit when we had it. But again, that's how it is. Let me see. Let me see if I could find a picture of it. Was it this one? Might have been this one. But was it this one? Yeah, it might have been this one right here. I don't think it was an 89. I think it was this one right here. Oh, here we go. We had that blue color too. So this was one of the rolling around too. The Hyundai Excel, baby. I remember we thought we was cooler, and I think the one we actually ended up having was like might have been one of these little sportier looking ones, but I think that was just the keyboard ASMR. Are you guys getting tired? Think about it. Listen to my voice. Yeah. I don't need sushi. I love sushi though. I agree, but at least you got unlimited sushi. But they always watching it. They could see me stuff my face full of sushi. They probably sit there and legit think like, damn, that fool really. Oh, here we go. This is it. That was kind of it. But ours was a baby blue one. So yeah, that one was just car, man. So that was the next one, and I think that was the car we ended up giving. And I didn't even get a chance to say to this car, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't end up. I didn't end up saying goodbye to that. My parents ended up taking it. I want to say to Cerritos Auto Square, if my memory serves me correct. Cerritos Auto Square, and then they ended up trading it in for the purple van, and the purple van. From that, I actually so I had a Honda Civic. I got a Honda Civic, 2000 Honda Civic. So even with my Honda Civic, I still opted to just drive the damn minivan, even though I had a car. So I had a car, brand new car, and I still drove the damn thing. Because nothing cooler in high school at that point was sitting there legitimately roaming around in the damn Dodge Caravan. And the older it got, the cooler it was, man. Hey, man, sometimes our parents surprise us. Like how you said your mom made you take chicken home. Same, my mom made come up with some funny stuff. It's true. By the way, I got my I know, bro, you tagged me on it. That was sick, man. That's a sick shirt. I haven't had a Ghostbuster shirt since, in forever, man. But that's dope, man. That's a really cool come up, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can get to that movie. I want to see that movie so bad, the Ghostbusters movie. So, the last one was actually super, super chill, too. I forgot I need to take a shower, so be right back for a bit. Hey, shower on up. It also said higher when you... It's true. You're not lying. My mom rolled that 49, it's at 49, 96 Dodge Caravan. She rolled. That was her car. You know, that was hers. And my mom only stands at 4'11". She at 4'11". And she drove that minivan like a G, like a straight gangster, you know? And I'm telling you, there is nothing funnier you see than seeing your parents roll in a minivan that has a sound system in it. Because depending on, I mean, my mom bumped a lot of little spookies, you know? And at that point, it was dope because the minivan itself came with a cassette player. And then, did I miss somebody? Is Cordy? Oh, was it Cordy's here? I was like, well, either way, shout out to Cordy. But yeah, so there's nothing fresher than my parents just really, really just enjoying that van because they had a cassette player in it. So when I put a CD player in it, they were rolling, man. And so if you've never heard Los Bookies and Los Temendarios playing on two 12-inch subs in a minivan, I don't think your life is complete, to be honest. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, damn, we could hear him. We could hear him pulling up. Be like, damn. Hear my mama, man. Marco Antonio Solis never sounded better, man. So that was always cool. That was always cool to have that on there, man. And then after my Civic, I got in a car accident, pretty much damn crippled myself. I got an Altima, and from my Altima, I got my Toyota Tacoma, and then from my Toyota Tacoma, what else did I get? Toyota Tacoma, I went to, we have a Highlander and we have a Camry now. So that's kind of how we kind of go around, though. Low-key, I've been interested in van for trips. We must get rid of our Durango. You guys have a Durango, too? Oh, snaps. But the Durangos are clean, man. I love our Highlander, man. Yeah, I love those. Though our Highlander, I absolutely love that car. And we try not to even drive it that much because we want to really hold on to that as long as possible. What's up, Doom? How you doing, brother? Yeah, that's hold up. I hear. Yeah, that's what my mom bumped, Henry. I'm telling you, man. Terminarios, Los Bookies in a minivan, 212-inch subs. That thing was just rocking, man. It was just, and the van, man. I'm like the box with the subs in the back was so heavy, like it literally kind of leaned back a little bit. So the flip side to that, though, it would drive everyone crazy because we would do grocery shopping and I took the whole trunk space. So all the groceries would have to sit on top of like my box and put the stuff down and, you know, whatever. Gang City Yanks, man. I'm like, you're going to complain about that? But listen, man, you're bumping those bookies on a powerful sound system. So you could give up a little space for groceries. Who needs to eat anyway? Beetlejuice tricked me when he asked me what the name. Oh, yeah, he caught you slipping, homeboy. You sounded mad confident and Beetlejuice brought you down to life. Sucker! That's kind of funny, man. And Doom is in the house. And Jordan Wonderland is in the house. How you doing, my friends? And I hope you guys are doing very well. We were talking about our worst trips that we've been on. So if you've not, if you guys want to check out the beginning of it, you're going to hear about how my cousin D almost broke this lady's arm. I got in trouble. Why I smell like fried chicken. And my mom's cousin slapping the shit out of this old lady. And this lady was rich. And then, needless to say, after that trip, she never invited us back. I really don't know why. We're a pretty good time. And she just opted, says, you know what? Nah. Y'all ain't welcome back. So, you know, joke's on her. You know, because I would have been over there vlogging. I would have been over there, you know, bringing her some park and sip love. But, you know, she don't act like that just because, you know, what, she got slapped. Her arms got broken. Her house probably smelled like chicken. Because real talk, I probably left those pants there. You know, like I probably left them in the corner somewhere because I, on God, don't remember ever using those cargo pants again. But it's all love at the end of the day. Hopefully she found my shorts and maybe washed them and then maybe stole some more chicken for herself, man. Yes, Marie are more of dude. Well, D actually went to Vegas in a van. They went in, I think it was actually a Chrysler van too. And he said that thing was like super comfortable, man, super smooth. So before we were actually getting ready to get the Highlander, we are actually thinking about doing the, getting one of the Toyota Siennas. Listen, man, I thought it would be full circle before we got the Highlander. If we got a minivan, to me, it just kind of went full circle, man. I'm thinking, listen, at this point, because if the way I break it down to Amy, I was like, Squish is going to start driving in all intents and purposes in like 3.5 years. She's about to turn 13. And she ain't going to be like none of these damn kids now. These kids were like, I don't really want to drive. I can just take an Uber. I can just take a Lyft. Hell no. Listen, Squish, for all the stuff I've done for you since you were 5 years old, all the stuff that mommy's done with you since you were 5 years old, you are going to be my Uber at my Lyft. That's what you are going to do. You are driving us. That's the least you could do to say thank you for all the shit we've done for you. So you are not saying, I'll take an Uber, I'll take a Lyft. Hell no, you will not. You're going to get your damn license. You're going to get your permit at 15. You're going to get your damn license at 16. And that's the end of that. Otherwise, I cut you off. Maybe I won't cut you off. But I will use some figurative language to you. But I would have thought, how dope would that have been? Listen, man, we get a van, roll around in the van. Her hand-me-down van is going to be the van. But no, you guys, I don't know if you guys have heard Amy's like, that's fine, because when you start driving, she could take the Camry. Who the hell said I'm giving up my Camry? When was that even negotiated? When was that even spoke up? When did we even... No, why does my Camry... Listen, y'all don't think I'm tripping, but right before, my dad had a 92 Chevy family van. Came with futon. Oh, was it the ones that had the, was it the Ecoline one? The one that had, like, it inside? My cousin had that. My cousin had that. My mom's cousin, I should say. I don't even like them. They had that, and I was sick, because we drove somewhere one time. I was like, man, this is sick. This is dope. On my way home from camping, we realized that the back door of our rental was open while we were on the free house. That, man, that's almost as bad as like me leaving my trunk open. I left my trunk open overnight, and I don't live in the hood, but there are some questionable ones that roam around too, and everything was in there, sound system and everything. So, crazy. What's up, man? Slim, how you doing, my brother? Hope all is well with you. Man, I'll link up, man. We had Rezzies to go tomorrow, man, but it's not going to work out. So hopefully when Squish comes back, I can pick up a Rezzy, and then we're heading out over to the Land of Mouse, man. But yeah, we got to get her stuff ready, man. But I forgot what. Oh yeah, my Camry. So y'all may think I'm full of it, and a lot of people do. But when they were saying, "What's your dream car?" we always talk about what's the dream car. What's the car you always wanted? And for years, the car that I said, when I get it, I'm going to say, you know what, I finally did what I said I was going to do in life. And that was a Toyota Camry. I can't even front about it, man. So I got what I consider to be my perfect car. It's a Camry. It's a 2020 Camry. Got it the year of the pandemic. It has a sunroof. It's still a key though. That's the thing. There's no fob. And my cousin makes fun of me all the time. He goes, who the hell has a 2020 car and still has a key that you have to put into? Well, I do. You know? Yeah, hell yeah, we will, bro. Hell yeah. And like I said, it don't even have to be in the parks, bro. We could hang out somewhere else, man. Barbecue in this piece. Ask Henry. Barbecues are pretty chill. Ask Angel. My people, they don't bite. Well, I guess if you ask them, they could. But, anyways. But yeah, like, that's the thing. So the Highlander is keyless, the one where you just need to, hit the fob right quick, and you hit it, and then I don't know how many times I drive that Highlander and I step out the car and start walking away, never once remembering to turn the car off, and turn the car off. It's on. You know, and I could only imagine, that's because we've had that car now for 5 years now. We've had the Highlander. So, hell no. I'm cool with my key because I know in my car I need to take out the damn key in this. But that's my most perfect. That's my most perfect car. And now potentially hearing I'm going to have to give that to Caitlin. I don't know how I feel about that. Give her the damn Highlander. Let her roll in the Highlander. You ain't touching my Camry. But I say that now and then. Amy will be like, give her the Highlander, or give her the Camry. I'll be like, okay. Take it. You know? So, see? Barbecues are chill as fuck. There we go. Angel, we had some nice trip to Michoacan on that thing. It was comfortable. Oh my God, man. I remember it, man. Like, I remember it, dude. Like, I think we actually even did a camp out, if I'm not mistaken, for the Rose Parade that was over here. And that was pretty clean, too. It was dope. So, it was cool. But, ultimately, man, like, you know what? Like, we make those memories in our cars, man. And we do have a lot of fun times in what we do. And even, like I said, I don't think I could honestly say, and I'm pretty blessed to say that not one of our trips, like, although it was bad then, do I look beyond them and be like, you know what, damn, that was like one of the worst times. Ha, that's all good. What's up, D? What you guys make for lunch? I had some busted pizza and stale bagel with some cream cheese. Cream cheese was good. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I've been very fortunate enough to say that, you know, none of our trips that we had was like god awful. You know, like it's all been fun. It was all cool. And then just those road trip memories, you know. And like, I don't even like to drive, to be honest with you, but even then, man, the memories you make in your car. We were talking about Butterfinger bars the other day. I was speaking to my friend Crystal here at work. Was that, you know, I would get banned. I would get banned from eating Butterfinger bars in my mom's cars because Butterfingers used to get all over the place, dude. So, you know, little things like that. The worst story I have, well, one of is when I went to, you know, with a baby and you get, that's cool. Dude, it's a trip, man. And we were actually just talking about, just how old do I look, you know, as far as we've gone out and this happened where it's been Emil Say, Squish, and Emil Say, Squish, Amy, and me. And some dude was having a conversation with me, and he was like, oh, you know, chatting me up. I was wearing a pair of J's. He's like, oh, I love those Jordans. I'm a Jordan collector. What are those? I go, I don't know, bro. They're on the discount rack. And, oh, that's all good, man. I got some 11s. You know, 11s. I go, yeah, I know all about the 11s. I love the 11s. Oh, well, you know, and that's the thing with me, too. And I drive barefooted, too. So, like, I could drive barefooted, and I keep my foot up, like right here. And, oh, yeah, I'm all crazy, man. But he's like, oh, that's cool. You know what? He goes, I admire that. And I go, what do you admire? He goes, I admire the fact that you bring your 3 daughters out with you when you come, you know, to eat. Because some people just want to go and eat on their own. I'm like, what do you mean 3 daughters? He goes, you know, you're with your 3 daughters, man. And you're having a drink with 2 of them. And that's really cool. You know, I love drinking with my kids. I'm like, my kid is 12, homeboy. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, that one is my kid. That's my friend, and that's my wife. I'm so sorry, man. I thought they were your kids. I go, you an ass, bro. JJQ, I did the same thing. I had to take a baby home from school and failed it. The baby cried for 3 years. We didn't do the baby. We did an egg. You had to protect an egg. That egg was an omelet. And I ain't got time to mess around. Care for no damn egg. Hell no, it was cute too. I drew eyes. I made it like it had like a little swaddle thing on it, and I broke the egg. Yeah, no, I ain't got time to do it with the. Kidding me? But anyways, my friends, I do have to let y'all go now. Thank y'all so much. I was in a little bit of a funk earlier, but I'm kind of out of it now. And I thank all of y'all for that because I got to relive a bunch of my Dodge Caravan, and so again, Angel has some fire that he just dropped out of his baby trip to Disneyland. Marie has always got some stuff going on too, so make sure you check her stuff out. Our Jurassic Chaos, they just did a live stream, so check that boy out too. Scrambled eggs, you absolutely right. Reactional old comment, you wore a khaki colored chicken drumstick. Yeah, pretty much. It was nasty too. It was like I cleared, man. Let me tell you, like, this is exactly what it looked like. So like, here's the shorts. Is a very bad picture of some shorts. So here's the shorts. Here's the cargos. That was right here. So that's pretty much what it looked like, right? The cargo, and then here's the pockets. So this entire area had just grease stains on it, and then that soaked up over here, and then my mom stuck one right here, so then I had a grease stain right here, and then I had grease stains right here. So all those circles are pretty much grease stained. So it straight looked like I pissed myself, man, and it doesn't go away. So note to self: if you're ever gonna steal something from the damn buffet, don't use khaki shorts. But not like I knew my mom was gonna be a thief like that. So, yeah. See, thank God, man. The only reason why they knew I failed that is because the egg was broken. And then I told them, listen, man, there's no use in wasting a perfectly good egg. You know, it was broken, and I just made an egg sandwich. We were fine. No, hey, you send it to me anyway, because they keep me laughing, Maria. They do. But no, it was just, I think it's just because of what I have to do a little bit, how it goes, and then, you know, we got practice and, you know, everything else. But I'm feeling good. You guys always get me out of the, you know, out of the little funk, and then, you know, I was actually ready to go deal with the dude if he let me deal with them, but he left. He must have saw me and said, nah, man, that dude's too chingon. I'm not going to deal with it. But my friends, thank you guys so very much. I want to get Squish on the live, and I know I always say that every Thursday, but I know she's gonna want to say what up. And if, in all honesty, I'm gonna see if I could do that on maybe Saturday if we can. Maybe get out to Universal. Just if you guys want to pop in, I'm not telling you just to pop in and say, just for watch hours, but send her your well wishes, man. Wish her on a good trip. You know that. She has fun and does anything, because she loves always hearing from you guys too. But Paula, man, I'm still bummed, man. I really wanted to see it, man. I'm gonna have Amazon send you a case of those damn Starburst drinks too, man. And I had one to bring today, and I even forgot that too, along with the rest of my lunch. So yeah, you guys always do. You guys are the ball, man. Hey, maybe D, maybe I'll be in touch with you for sure. But all right, my friends, you guys have a great one. Have a great Thursday. Have a great Friday. I got to get some shorts up, but I've just been a little bit busy. But you guys are the bomb.com. Thank you guys so very much. And again, shout out to Jimbo if he's listening. We got the Chubby Screw that's now a new member line. So it's the cheapest on our line. It's like, I think, $1.99 if I'm not mistaken. And you get to play around with the emotes as well for that new member line. So that's called the Chubby Screw to now accompany the Upside Down Crew. So again, if you guys want to take a look at that, go ahead. And if not, all good. Thank you for being with me, and I will talk to all of you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. Bye, everybody.